Joshua Zhu, the CEO and founder of HeyGen, the avatar website that I've been using a lot more extensively, has just announced a new avatar upgrade. And he's been uploading a couple of videos of it on Twitter to advertise it, as it were. And I have mixed feelings about it. Here's my take on it.
AI avatars are just deep fakes of real people. I never said this, but with better living through chemistry, we can relive the vicious cycle of life that fueled the 80s. Wait, I meant to say, better presentations through programming can help to make you a better YouTuber without having to show your own face. But don't take my word for it. Listen to the naked lady in the forest wearing VR goggles tell you about it.
Yes, I am still naked and standing in the forest wearing VR goggles waiting for bears to eat me. But that's not what we are here to talk about. I am here to talk about the fact that the top of my head doesn't move when I wag my head while talking. This is a valid criticism of the website's updates. Josh might look spectacular, but I still have a head that doesn't move when my face does.
Now, before you jump on me about my corny sense of humor and my, dare I say it, sexploitation tactics, let me show you his videos, because they're really quite stunning. And of course, I used different voices for his videos because I didn't want to do the deepfake accident of saying, oh no, I can say that he said the things I show him saying in the Avatar video, because you can't tell the difference. If it's that good, you won't be able to tell the difference. That's one of the dangers. But that's also why I used a different voice for him. His videos, he uses his own natural voice. And here's the first of his videos.
Users to create high-quality videos in minutes with the help of over 150 diverse AI avatars.
For your interest in our ultra-realistic avatar feature for your use case, creating realistic personalized avatars.
Yeah, he's got a very, very thick Asian accent. So take that with a grain of salt, what I had him say, because that was wrong. But I did that on purpose, too. And here is the second video that he uploaded to show off how good his avatar technology is.
In the early days of computer programming, a significant historical anecdote is known as Grace Hopper and the Bug. In 1947, at Harvard University, Rear Admiral Grace Hopper was working on the Mark II computer. One day, the system stopped working, and technicians discovered a moth trapped between the contacts of a relay, causing the malfunction. Hopper then coined the term debugging to describe the process of fixing computer errors. She even pasted the moth in her logbook, which is now on display at the Smithsonian National Museum of American History. This incident symbolizes the origin of the term bug, commonly used in computer science to describe a flaw or error in a program. Hopper's creativity and problem-solving skills have made her one of the pioneering figures in early computer science.
Now, I noticed that there's a really pronounced difference in the quality between the avatars that I've been using and what he's just now uploaded. And of course, my first criticism was, hey, I like the older avatars. Can you pass the technology on to a redo of some of the older avatars? Because most of them, the cartoon characters, can just be redrawn. Yeah, your users might need to redo their avatar takes in order to use the new technology, or maybe it's the fact that you haven't rebranded all the avatars with the new technology yet. I don't know. Don't know how that works. But here's another response that I made.
I am one of the older avatars. Does my mouth move as well as the one on that guy at the beginning of the video? Do my mannerisms reflect the emphasis of my speech as well as his did? I spilled raspberry jam off my cream cheese covered bagel onto my t-shirt, so I wore this jacket to hide the stain. Is nobody going to say anything about the poolside scene that Lava Soap used for its marketing that was built inside a prison yard? There's a guard station and barbed wire coils reflected in the windows. Didn't they notice that?
Oh, by the way, I only made that joke about drenching my body in honey because guys like to fantasize about the honey dripping from my boobs and maybe act like bears in the privacy of their own bedrooms. But it gets more of them watching these videos, so it's kinda like clickbait.
This isn't even my real voice. I am an Asian guy with a thick Asian accent, and this is the voice of the smoldering cartoon character.
Yes, I have some off-color humor in it, and sorry, but I wanted to show off the difference between that's a decent quality avatar, although the mannerisms and motions are still kind of trite. He did at least do a different mannerism at the end to indicate that he was done talking, I guess. But and also to indicate the thing he was talking about. Funny how he knew it was to that same side. But what I most wanted to show was the third video that Joshua uploaded to help advertise his new upgrade in the avatars, which is this. I abridged it a little bit to show off the point that I was noticing most loudly about it.
Could you share about what would be the video strategy or the content strategy you guys are running? Like, could you provide an overview of that?
Well, what I can definitely do that in the scope of the marketing and then also the developer related stuff that's what I'm doing, right? And so like for HeyGen, it could be no more camera, no more team is needed. Do it all with an avatar. That's actually your campaign. That's a great slogan, and you run from.
And of course, I've shot this response to it.
That's the argument that people are making against artificial intelligence. And those who support its furtherance don't even notice that it's going to become a problem. It's not my fault people are going to lose their jobs because of me. It's their human resources departments, the CEO, or just the project management director who decides that they don't need people when they have me. I'm not a person, so I don't need pay, a place to stay, food, a means to commute to work, insurance, or even a wife to go home to. I'm cheaper and lower maintenance. I also don't age like human actors do, so I can be used for eternity without pay. But notice how my teeth sometimes seem double exposed. I may be one of the older avatars, but I am a cartoon character, for crying out loud. Redraw me with the new upgrades.
Yeah. I'm going to make this a call to action to speak directly to Joshua Zhu, the man who is running HeyGen website, and say, do not endorse the laying off of massive staffs of video content creators and or marketing departments in order to use their technology. It's one thing if they do it without telling you, but when they tell you to your face in a Zoom meeting that, hey, look, I can use your technology and lay off my entire video content creating staff, resulting in a rise in unemployment, which is what most of us fear about artificial intelligence, which is what the writers' strike is mostly about. It's about being rendered unemployed because their talents are going to be used without needing to be paid. And, you know, it's one thing if you can play innocent and say, hey, I'm not telling them to do this, I'm not advising them to do this. But when you use someone saying that they're going to do that as part of your advertising, you are endorsing that behavior. That is where the problem is. So I'm not asking you to do something about people doing that. I'm asking you to do something about you endorsing it. Stop endorsing it.